Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Grow Your Future, and today we're going to talk about what skills do I have to offer. So this is part of our short series of videos for Grow Your Future that we have uploaded to YouTube. So please do go and check out some of the previous videos if they're relevant to you. But what we're going to do today is talk about skills and how to take some time to reflect on what skill set you have and how you can talk about it in the job application process. So on the slide, we've got some examples of skills. Now, this list is by no means exhaustive, but is a good starting point to show you some of the skills that employers might look for, which we'll talk a little bit more about on the next slide. But just to give you some suggestions on areas that are quite popular with employers, but also the sort of experiences that you've had, you can often pull these skills out of. So some key ones on there, things like leadership, time management, planning, problem solving, decision making, all really important skills. So take a little moment to reflect and think about whether you identify with any of those skills or you feel like you have any of those as we move forward through the presentation. So as I said, there's employers are often looking for particular skills, and it's hard to pinpoint the exact skills that employers are looking for because it will vary depending on what industry they're from or what sector they're within. But these, according to LinkedIn in 2024, are the most in-demand skills. Now, this will vary wherever you look in terms of what is the most in demand, but I think there's some really key indicators on here. So things like communication, top skill, so important, and also very easy to draw upon from lots of aspects of our lives. So as we'll talk about on the next slide, there's often more examples that we can bring through in our job applications and our interviews, and sometimes students realise. And communication is often a question that's asked in an interview or a job application. So really integral and important skill. We've also got customer service, leadership, project management. I'm not going to read through and talk about each one of them, but bear this in mind when you're taking some time to reflect on what skills you hold. So, what do you have to offer? So, we talked a little bit about some of the skills that you would maybe identify with or that you would talk about in job applications and interviews. So, what examples can you draw upon? There's actually more than people realise, and employers want to hear a variety of different examples of when you have shown certain skills. And actually, that's very relevant to not just our work experience and our placements and internships, but also all the other parts and bullet points on the slide, as you can see. So things like your education, a really great way of developing skills. So, for example, when you're planning an assignment and you're putting together your ideas, you are being very organized. You have to think about your time and manage your time. You have to think about the research that you're going to conduct and the analysis you're going to have. The analysis you're going to do on that research again, so lots of skills that you're pulling out of that one thing. So think about each experience you've had, not just your professional experience, but your education, your part-time employment. Again, a really great example that you can draw upon of good customer service, problem solving if you've had ever encountered a difficult customer or a challenging situation. Great teamwork skills come through part-time employment. So if you're working in a cafe or bar, you're working in a shop, all teamwork is such an integral part of that role. Again, with volunteering, not only does that show your motivation for something, your passion for a particular subject or cause, it also shows great interpersonal skills if you're working with different members of the community. It shows your organisation having to plan your volunteering time alongside all your other commitments. So definitely bear that in mind as well. Hobbies and interests. If you're part of a sports club, that actually is a really great way of showing your skills. Because if you're part of a team sport, so say for example netball, you're part of the netball club in your local area, or you're part of the society, you have to show good initiative when you're playing in a game, good teamwork skills, communication. The list is endless. So it's using those examples to the best of your ability to showcase your skills, which hopefully by taking some time to have a little think about each of those things is helping you showcase to yourself some of the skills that you do have to offer. A useful example of showcasing the skills that we talked about in the first few slides. So if you're a student ambassador, actually you have gained lots of skills through that experience. Now, it might be just be a part-time job, and it might be something that you do infrequently and on an ad hoc basis, but actually the skills that you develop through that are really, really integral. Things like teamwork, communication, problem solving, all key skills that we discussed throughout the first few slides, and the ones that employers are looking for too. So yeah, I wanted to show you that really you can gain skills through a variety of different things, and that's the key message from today's video. Finally, just to end, a little note on if you would like some further support, um, you can always contact the Careers Service and Grow Your Future if you would like support talking about your strengths and your skills and how to evidence them in job applications and the recruitment process. So book an appointment with us through Careers Connect. As you know, you can email Grow Your Future, message us on Teams, or send us a WhatsApp message, and we're always happy to help you through this process. So thank you so much for listening today. I hope to see some of you soon, and please watch out for some of the future videos that will be releasing soon. Thank you. Bye.